Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. It's week 14 in the NFL, and we are talking right now with SBR contributor Doug Upstone, doing our regular call with him, getting his 3 value plays for each NFL week. Doug Upstone, thanks for being back with us.
Peter, I'm glad to be back, but boy, I'm still working though on the stench from last week's value picks. Oh my goodness, they were awful. Oh, terrible. But hey, you know what? That happens. It happens to everybody, no matter how good or how bad you are. So boy, oh boy, am I ready to get going with 3 of them today.
I mean, how bad could they have been? Like 1 and 2? I mean, what?
Let's go one step more negative. Now I missed them all.
0 and 3, really?
Yeah, it was definitely a bad week. So like I said, you know, a little extra homework.
Yeah.
Come at.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, you can do it this week. And I'll tell you, I love your outfit. You look very good in red. It's a very comfortable, relaxed outfit. I usually can tell how well you're going to do based on the outfits you're wearing each week. And yeah, your outfit last week was a little iffy. I like your outfit this week a lot. Looks very comfortable, red, very authoritative. I think you're going to have a good week this week. All right, what's your first value pick for us?
The holiday thing. I mean, so you're going to start seeing it, you know, go with the whole holiday thing here, so I'm ready to go.
Yes. Oh, it looks very comfortable, very cozy. You look good in red, Doug. All right, what's your first value pick for NFL Week 14?
My first value pick is on the Baltimore Ravens this week at Miami. Now, the Ravens head to South Florida as an underdog, and they absolutely gift-wrapped for San Diego a victory and last week because they could not generate a pass rush when the game was on the line to protect their 31st ranked pass defense. However, Miami really is not in a position to take advantage of Baltimore's biggest weakness because they only average in their passing game 6.2 yards per pass attempt, which is 28th in the NFL. Now, the defensive line, even though it's very quick and can rush the passer, it tends to be smallish, and they've given up 478 yards rushing the last 2 weeks, and Baltimore in their last 3 games has averaged over 163 yards rushing on the ground. So I look at this, maybe a little bit of a matchup advantage for them. As far as the betting odds, Peter, you know what? I say forget about the betting odds. I think Baltimore wins this game outright.
Okay, I haven't personally looked into this game too much, and I haven't yet previewed it with a professional handicap, but I can certainly see the argument. All right, what's your second value pick for us this week, NFL Week 14?
My second value pick is on Cincinnati at home against Pittsburgh. Now, hey, you don't need to remind me, Peter, that Pittsburgh is 18-5 straight up and 17-6 against the spread at Cincinnati in the last 21 years. And I'll even go to say that I understand where certain people last week thought that Pittsburgh would lose last week to New Orleans based on all the different circumstances. But, you know, I really thought Pittsburgh would play a lot better. So I'm looking at this game from trying to get the bigger picture. And what I saw last week and seen often this year is a Pittsburgh defense that's vulnerable. It's young. It makes mistakes. And their veteran players are now aging and definitely have slowed down. Now, after a poor first part of October, Cincinnati has rebounded to be 5-1 straight up. And even though they were somewhat fortunate to win at Tampa Bay last week, it was their 3rd game of 3 road games. So I'll give them a pass on that particular game. I'll look at Cincinnati being 11-3 against the spread at home and 8-1 in their own building coming off an away game. I got the Bengals by 6 in this one, Peter.
All right, this is a tricky one. Anytime, you know, Andy Dalton is a favorite after having won a bunch of games in a row, it makes me very nervous to bet on him, but you're absolutely right about Pittsburgh's defense. And one thing you didn't mention is there might be some hand issues, injury issues for Roethlisberger at quarterback for Pittsburgh. Kyle Hunter from HunterSportsPicks.com made a very compelling argument for the over 47 in that one. But, you know, Cincinnati with Dalton, if you want to bet him as a favorite, go ahead. I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to bet Pittsburgh for sure, but I'm probably not going to bet Cincinnati. But okay, that's your second value pick. We will take it. What's your third value pick for us, Doug Upstone?
My third value pick is on St. Louis at Washington. Now, the Rams are a road favorite for the first time since 2010, which covers a span of 30 games. Nevertheless, I think it's a deserving role because what Jeff Fisher has done with this team, playing essentially a third-string quarterback after losing for most of the season, after losing his top 2, yet here they are, you know, right back in the thick of things, making an impression late in the season. And they're actually, if you think about it, they're only 4 minutes away of bad football in Arizona and 1 bad decision by Sean Hill at San Diego late in the game from being 5-0 straight up and against the spread coming into this game. Now, as we've seen, Washington continues to play musical chairs, even though we're 3/4 of the season, trying to find a quarterback that they like. And this team has absolutely no offensive identity. I look at this game, I like the better team, I like the better coach, and I like the squad that is playing with purpose against a rudder-to-the-ship like Washington. St. Louis covers this one, Peter.
All right, Doug. Well, this is the trap or not a trap game of the week. And, you know, I previewed this game with Sean Higgs from NJWiseGuys.com. He thinks it is a trap. He liked Washington here, but you're of the opinion that, because on paper, it's just obvious that St. Louis would be the play, right? 3 straight ATS wins in a row, coming off a huge win against Oakland. Washington's been terrible, against the spread, and they're 2-9, I think, over the last 11 games or something like that. So it has trap written all over it, but you don't think it is.
I agree with you. I mean, the potential is certainly there, and could it happen? Of course it could happen. But I look at just how the teams are playing, the direction that they're going. St. Louis is focused. Washington, boy, that's the last thing Washington is.
All right. It's true. Good point. Interesting picks this week. Doug Upstone. We'll see how it turns out. Thanks so much. Talk to you again next week.
Thank you, Peter.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.